Alright guys, Amber from the Vault here, and if you recognize this is the Mechanist Lair from the Automatron DLC for Fallout 4. I figured I would do something kind of a little bit different. So I have not done anything yet with this settlement. I've just found it to be kind of a pain in the butt. And I figured today I'm going to do a before and after. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like right now, which is basically empty. The only thing I've done is scrap a few things in here. And then I'm going to go through the and actually try to build a real settlement out of it. Real quick, I'll actually show you just kind of how empty this is. I haven't scrapped everything in here yet. Sorry, I'm not used to working in third person. I haven't scrapped everything in here yet, but it will all be scrapped very soon. In fact, I have the Scrap Anything mod, and it is just amazing. I'm actually going to take out all those catwalks and everything. So I'm really excited to do this. Hopefully you guys are going to have as much fun as I do. If you have any ideas of other settlements you'd like to see a before and after on, go ahead and let me know. I've done most of the settlements. I have not built a vault yet. But if it's something that you guys like, go ahead and let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. We'll get to the after in just a second. Alright guys, we are back at the Mechanist Lair, and we are here for the after shot. Remember that before everything was completely gutted except for the catwalks and a couple boxes. So now I've actually removed all of the catwalks and built my own. So we're going to go ahead and start. If you haven't, I don't have a lot of settlers right now, so a lot of these are not actually completely finished. No one's assigned to a lot of the tasks, but they will be soon. I have about 3. I just started the radio beacon, so I'm slowly getting people. So we're going to start over here in the corner. You can see Max already sat down. He's chilling. Eventually, I'm going to have somebody in here, and I'm also going to fill those bottles, or the shells with bottles, excuse me. I don't have OCD Decorator, the mod put in right now, so I wanted to go ahead and wait and put it in there until I install that one. So obviously this is going to be the farming area. We have mute fruit, of course, corn, and carrots. So I'm going to go ahead and go back here. Hopefully my camera's not doing too fast for you. And as you can probably guess what we have over here, we have our clinic. And each area is kind of its own separate area. Even though it doesn't have a roof, I went ahead and kind of made separate areas for each thing. So I do have that surgery chair. I absolutely love that they added that to the game. The clinic as well. It's just great to be able to go somewhere and be able to use that surgery chair and the stylus that you don't have to go back to Diamond City every single time you want to change something. So now we're going to be going into the armor and weapons shop. So you can see right away, as you walk in, you have that armor. There would ordinarily, of course, be someone there. We have a few mannequins in here, kind of dressed up, showing some different stuff off. I do have a ton of those railroad jackets from the Battle of Bunker Hill, so I'm always trying to use those up. And of course, weapons. plenty of weapons on the wall. Back here we do have, so I kind of sectioned this off. This is the generator as well as the recruitment beacon, and then of course the Vault-Tec computer. Oh, I put my dukes up there for a second. Alright. As you guys know, I have a problem with hitting, why is that Brahmin sitting right there? I have a problem with hitting R2 when I'm just kind of standing here. You can't do anything to the actual Mechanist Command Center up here. You can't actually do anything to this area. So I went ahead and kind of took down the fencing up here and then just decided not to use that area. It didn't seem worth it. As you can see, I also have some benches over here for scavenging. We're going to head up here. This is the clothing and trader. I know, Mac. We're going to head up to the clothing and the trader, and right off the bat you can get some different examples of clothing. Then also the general trader. I tried to use every little bit of space because this is such a compact, small settlement. I tried to use all that space I could. It won't let me, for some reason, just in this settlement, put in crafting benches, which I don't understand, but that's what would normally be in that area. So I did remove all of those catwalks, and that helped a lot. That allowed me to be able to put a lot of this stuff in. And what I did instead is I kind of made my own staircase. So it is quite a big one, quite a long one, but it does take us up to a nice little walkway. So we're going to go ahead and go this way first. This is going to Pod 1, which is going to be one of the settlement areas for settlers to sleep. What I want to do first, though, is stop at the salon. I did try to use, like I said, every little bit of space. So if you'll kind of notice, this is actually the roof of the trader and clothing store. And the clothing store and trader is actually on top of the armor and weapons. So I tried to keep them all together. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and head up here. I also put all of these safety rails in here just to prevent settlers from wandering into those areas. I've noticed, especially in past settlements, that they'll just seem to get lost in random places, across the street, or weird things. So I went ahead and kind of sectioned all of those off. So here we have, if you didn't see it in the neon there, we have Pod 1. And this is where we have our first set of bunk beds. So I kind of went for a military bunk bed theme, put the chest underneath, again another railing, and of course, as always, we have to represent both America and the Minutemen. So this new catwalk is just basically, as you can see, concrete, and then I added lights both sides and as well on here. Threw a couple plants on there. Over time I'm probably going to end up cluttering it. Again, I don't have OCD decorator in there right now, so I didn't want to spend too much time doing it. So here you can see we have Pod 2. I'm not actually going to go up these stairs quite yet. I'm going to go around here just to show you how this ends. So you can, again, this too is something that I can actually undo. I can get rid of that so I can still travel through the building. It just prevents settlers from going. This is kind of a dark hallway. So go ahead and come up here, and we're actually going to end up in Pod 2 still. So Pod 2 kind of has two entrances, and I'm realizing my lights in here must have disappeared. So I have to add more lights, so I apologize about that. But again, just another area of bunk beds. So I labeled them Pods 1 and 2. It doesn't really matter, just more so for my own knowledge. So you can see down here, there's the clinic, there's the food, and then the bar. And then if we head over here by Pod 1, we have that salon and the shops. So super simple settlement. I didn't try to go too crazy with it. I didn't do a ton of decorating, like I said, because of that OCD decorator, but I will be doing it in the long run. So I have about 150 electricity. I still have plenty to go in here. I could definitely add some more stuff later on. There's not a lot of sitting areas or anything. The reason for that is I don't like my settlers sitting down all the time. I find that if you give them too many places to sit, they do exactly what Mac's doing right now and just sit down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go up. We'll do a 360 kind of pan around on each level, and then the video will be over. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope that you liked the before and after settlement. If you want to get any of this for your settlement, I am using a few different mods. I'm using the Unlock Settlement Objects mod for the base game as well as all of the DLC. I do have all of the DLCs. Also, I will be using OCD Decorator eventually, but I also do have a mod that allows you to use both the Mechanist Lair and Boston Airport as a regular settlement. And I'll pull up my mods real quick and show you guys what I'm using. Alright guys, so the mods that I did use to create this area, I did use Scrap That Settlement. It is absolutely one of my favorite mods. It allows you to get rid of everything, all the rubble, everything you can imagine. It's awesome. I also have unrestricted settlements in here. I have a ton of different ones for the unlocked settlement objects. I'm going to try to get down to those real quick. I also do have placeable NPCs. I haven't really been using that one. I want to use that more. I know a couple people have been. Let me see, I'm trying to go through, show you what else I've been using. I have so many in here, guys. Okay, so this is one I was talking about. It's Boston Airport plus Mechanist Lair. I don't know if I necessarily need this. I haven't tried it actually using without it with the unlocked settlement objects, but I did download this and I found that it worked awesome, so I went ahead and left it in. I also have I pretty much have all of the unlocked everything. I've been using those quite a bit, especially for areas where I want to do, like you'll see in a past video, I did a Fallout museum. At the time I did not have unlocked settlement objects. I will be going back through and doing the flags, especially for the Institute area with that. Yeah, otherwise I do have I have the different radio stations restored, which is amazing. If you guys haven't put that in, go ahead and put it in. The only problem is sometimes they go out, which is a little weird. But you have to disable them and then re-able them. That's why they're currently disabled, because recently they went out. But thank you so much, guys. I hope that this was kind of a cool, different way to see a settlement, and I hope that it kind of gives you guys some awesome inspiration to go do your own settlements. If you like the idea of the before and after settlement, please let me know. Give me a settlement you'd like to see me redo. A lot of my settlements need to be redone. They haven't been touched since mods have come out. So thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys had fun. Yeah. And I'm horrible at doing outros.